Samantha wants to find the height of a pine tree in her yard. She measures the height of the mailbox at 3 feet and its shadow at 1.7 feet. Then she measures the shadow of the pine tree at 27.2 feet. How tall is the pine tree? Now, we talked about a couple of these questions in class. And if you remember from class, how we solved them by drawing a picture. Okay? So, I took the liberty of drawing a picture. Alright? We have our mailbox, and we have our tree. But if you remember from the question, we're told that the mailbox has a height of 3, a shadow of 1.7, and the tree has a shadow of 22.7. Remember this? What do we assume we create with those two dotted lines right there? We assume we created similar triangles. Okay? Alright. Now mathematically we actually did, but we just need to assume that we created similar triangles. And if we created similar triangles, how are we going to solve for an unknown measure? Well, we know that the corresponding side lengths are proportional. You just saw that in the video. So if the corresponding side lengths are proportional, then I got two ways of setting it up. Corresponding over corresponding or corresponding next to corresponding. So if I put 3 on top, it corresponds with x. I can put x down here. That is equal to 1.7 over 27.2. Yes? Alright. Just make sure you can see that. Now how do I solve this cross product? So I'm over here to the side doing 22.7 times 3. That's 6, 21, 6, 7, 8. How many numbers behind the decimal? 1. As I go over once. So 81.6. What does that mean this has to be equal to? 81.6. Now what's the equation that I set up? My little math problem that I'm going to solve. 1.7. Let me put that over here so we don't run out of room. We end up with 1.7 times x equals what? 81.6. Now how do I get x by itself? That's what I need. I want to know what x equals. How do I get x by itself? Yes, divide by whatever that number is. In this case it's 1.7. What does that turn into? It turns into a 1, leaving me with x by itself. You remember the whole balance thing? I divided by 1.7 on this side, so how do I balance myself over here? I divide by 1.7 on the other. Yeah? Alright, so I got a little division problem that I need to work out. So I need to take this 1.7, put it on the outside, and this 81.6, put it on the inside. Hop, hop, right? Because you can't divide by a decimal. So what I'm actually end up doing is 17 into 816. Alright? I'm not going to waste any more time dividing that because the video is starting to get long. Okay? Y'all with me there? 17 into 816. So when we have a shadow question, what you need to remember is that we create similar triangles. And then we can just use all those things that we've been doing in class. Alright? Setting up the proportion, cross multiplying, and then dividing by whatever that number is. Okay, you just saw that. Let's go to the next part of the review. Alright, we just hit the 5-minute mark. Let's go over here to this question, right here. Alright, what we're going to assume about these two triangles is that triangle ABC is what? That means similar to, let's go with PQR, triangle PQR. QR. So if they're similar, what do we know about them? Two things. You saw it in the video before. What do you know about figures that are similar? Their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are proportional. Okay? So if their corresponding angles are equal, what's wrong with these triangles? Yeah? Gotta take that and turn it. Correct? So it'll look like this one. So angle B corresponds with what? Angle B corresponds with angle P. Because when I turn it, P ends up over here. When I turn the triangle, P is here, R is here, and Q is up here. Yes? That's after I turned, right? That's what it would look like, PQR. Alright? With me? Alright, so what's X going to be equal to? What is the value of X? What does angle Q correspond with? A. So the value of X is 40 degrees. Because corresponding angles are equal. And if Q corresponds with A, then X is equal to 40 because that's what X is. It's angle Q. Alright, so we're also looking for this R right here. I want to know what that R is. Okay? I want to find a missing length on a similar figure. What do I have to set up? What do I know about the side lengths of a similar figure? They're proportional, so I need to set up a proportion. Alright, so 7, what does it correspond with? What does BC correspond with? PR. What is PR? That's our variable, yes? So we're solving for that, and we need to have that in there. So equals, and all we need to do is use the other side. So 9 AB corresponds with QP, so that's 4.5 and 9. Okay, how do I solve this? Cross product. So, it's 4.5 times 7, that's 5, 3, that right there, 28 plus 3, 31. How many numbers behind the decimal? Only one. That 7 is not behind a decimal, only the 5 is, so I'll hop over once. This is 31.5. What does that mean this is? 31.5. What's my equation that I'm setting up? Remember? 9 times R equals 31.5. How do I get this R by itself? What do I have to do? I got to divide by 9. That turns into 1, leaving R by itself. Remember the whole unbalanced thing we just talked about on the shadow question? You got to divide by 9 over here, right? So you set up your little division problem. 9's on the outside. 31.5 is on the inside. Do I have to hop on that one? No, because that 9, ladies and gentlemen, is not a decimal. So I just go straight into division. What does happen with this decimal right here? It needs to go straight up. So 9 fits into 31. It doesn't fit into 3, does it? So I'll put a 0. 9 fits into 31 3 times. That's 27. Subtract and get a 4. Bring down the 5. 9 goes into 45 5 times. So what is my missing? What is my R? 3.5. Okay? Remember, you have a test tomorrow. If you need to rewatch the video, rewatch the video. Okay?